Walk there for going out there and just squeeze on out there to come to me.
He's like, look.
And your dad like, go to your sister, go to your sister. He just kept chasing me.
Let me squeeze over out real quick, thank you.
Right, like, go get your sister. Try to do my story time in the car, and it just service was just trash. Like, how you gonna be in the city? It ain't got no good service all throughout the dang on city. I know, right? Yeah. So I know some of the family like, what the heck is going on, Auntie?
But you back home
now. And then I had to go to Dollar General. I was like, if you don't drive this car to the house, so I can do my story time. He like, babe, Dollar General, like, right?
The family probably like,
drive his car to the house now. So that way he can't get to the house for a day to go to Dollar General. He like, babe, but I'm riding past Dollar General to go to the house. Let me just stop right quick. I'm like, no, take me home. Before we end up fighting this car, before we have an Iketina moment in this front seat, you better take me home.
Like, it's gonna be Chris Breezy up in here.
I know, right? Real bad. Hey guys, sorry for all the service issues. My city trash with service. My city is trash with service. So I'm gonna get a fan time to come on in so they can realize which one of these lives I'm actually doing. Let me see if I can go. Girl, I ain't heard that thing in so long. I promise you.
You forgot what it sounded like.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I thought you would have came back with the Murphys, I see.
No. No. All these lives I tried to do, and they weren't working. Yeah. Delete forever. Delete forever. Mm-hmm. Cause it was like 5 of them. Yeah, cause I kept starting the lives and they just kept, you know. Hey guys, y'all come on in. I'm here. I'm just trying to delete all those other lives that I wasn't doing. So when people looking for me, they won't end up on the wrong live. Okay, so I think I got rid of them. Okay. So yes. Hi guys, and welcome to Storytime, where the stories are true, but the characters are family, and friends. If you're new to my page, please don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell button so you can be notified when I drop a live or a video. Also, if you're a part of the replay game, please don't forget to close the door. And if you'd like to send your auntie a tip for these stories to be included in Storytime, you can do that by hitting the super thanks button below this video, and you will still be included in story time. Now, to speak to all my family that is always in class, let me say hello to them. Let me speak. Hey, Lakeisha, again. Hey, Lavonia. Hey, Kay. Hey, Regina. Hey, Trucker. Hey, Rollabout of My Shoes. Hey, Reality. Hey, Miss D. Hey, Strawberry. Hey, China. Hey, Ryan. Okay. Hey, Sharona. Let's see. You've got to put the amount in that cake. Now the live's acting right. Time to make my food. Okay. I'm at home, so the live is acting right. You got to put in that in the tip over $10 if you got to put that in your thing so I can pin it. So I'm giving y'all time to get your cousins in here. Let your cousins know I'm here. This is where I am. I'm going to start in like 3 or 4 minutes, so I'm going to give y'all time to do everything y'all need to do. Try to find y'all cousins. See what's going on with them. Yes, guys. Yes. Don't forget to close the door. I see y'all ain't close the door. Can y'all close the door, please? I see some of y'all are not closing the door. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Still ain't closing the door. Mm-hmm. Yep. Go close the door. Close the door. As you come in, I'll be starting like 3 minutes. Yes, I'll be starting like 3 minutes. Look, I closed the door twice. Well, somebody ain't closed the door because I don't see it. Hey, Ryan. I don't see it. I don't see it closed. Hey, Sharona, when you gonna join the family? Strawberry, when you gonna join the family? It's $1.99. It's just $1.99 to be involved in the family. That's the smallest package I have. Yes, so y'all join the family so we can go ahead and put y'all in the story time and make y'all characters. Characters. Thank you, Kay. I picked it up there so we can make y'all characters. Yes, yes, yes. Step, you driving. Almost home. I know the feeling, boo. I know the feeling. Don't forget to close the door. 5 of y'all ain't closed the door. Shut up, Kay. 5 of y'all ain't closed the door. Can I get y'all to close the door? Close the door, people. Close the door. We're gonna be starting in a few minutes, y'all. Close the door, close the door, close the door. Try to let the rest of y'all family know. Don't mind me. Well, I'm glad you fine. I'm glad y'all are safe and everything, Carolyn. That's crazy. I'm glad y'all are safe and everything is fine. That's good, honey, because, yeah. That could have been bad. It could have been worse. So let's just be happy that y'all are safe and cool, okay? Y'all still ain't closing the door. Close the door. Thank you, Carolyn. Hey, Tasha. Yes, we back. We back. We back. Girl, I'm at home now. You see my background. I'm at home now. So, I got some very exciting news to tell y'all. Don't forget to close the door when you come in, guys. I got some very exciting news to tell y'all. Yeah. I'm about to be a grandma. All right, guys, we're about to get ready to start this story time. Connect. Okay. Done. Okay, guys, so we're about to get ready to start this story time. Yay. Yay. Yeah. Might be a grandma. I'm too young for this shit, man. Yay. All right, guys, we about to get ready to start this story time. You guys got your snacks, your cakes, your pies, your cookies, your honey buns, your wine tumblers, your shot glasses, your hookahs, your twisties, everything you need. You got me on your video. You can see me good. You can hear me good. You ready to start this story time? Y'all go ahead and give me those thumbs. Give me those thumbs. Give me those thumbs. Now, if you're new to my page, you want to know how can you be included in the story time. There are 3 ways for you to be included in story time. The first way you can be included in story time is any tip over $10 will automatically get you put in a story time, okay? That's one way. The second way is to join the family. To join the family, that's a membership, and the membership is baller budgetable. It's cheap. It's $1.99 a month. The smallest package I have. It's not going to kill anybody. That's the second way to get your name in a story time. The third way to get your name in the story time is by becoming biggest tipper. Any tip over $35 and then someone matches it, will make it a bigger tip. And whoever at the end has the biggest tip will put you in 3 back-to-back story time. So those are 3 ways that you can be included in story time, just if you were wondering. Now, I take my tips through Cash App as well as YouTube. However you feel like giving them is fine, however you prefer. Thanks in advance. My Cash App is pinned at the top if you're looking for that, or go through YouTube, however you would like. The only difference between the YouTube tips and the Cash App tips is the Cash App tips. It's not with a little shit talking, just a tad bit, not a lot, not enough to make you cry, feel like you need to go do something. Not a lot. It's just family talking shit to family. So that's the only difference. Now that we've gotten all that out of the way and everybody understand the rules of the game, how we gonna get ready to play this, moderators, y'all already know. Anybody that shows up late owes your auntie a tardy slip. Everybody else, give them thumbs and let me know you ready. Give them thumbs and let me know you ready. Trucker, you still here? Give them thumbs. Give them thumbs. I'm checking roll. Trucker, you still here? Evelyn, is Evelyn here? Doing a roll call. Just doing a roll call. Just doing a roll call. Doing a roll call. Because I don't see enough thumbs. Oh, Trucker, you still here? Okay. I need one to pray for my little small time. We will definitely keep y'all in our prayers, Tasha. I'm so sorry. My condolences, love. I am so sorry. We will definitely keep you guys lifted up in prayer. That's no issue. That's no problem. We can do that for y'all. I'm so sorry. Hey, Deja and Keisha. I was going to say hey to you, but then my live cut out. So, hey, love. Okay, so they think I'm playing about my class. They think I'm playing about my damn class. They think I'm playing about my class. They think I'm playing about my class. Yeah, we definitely got you, Tasha. Everybody trying to hide the phone so I can't speak to their mama when I call their phones. Excuse me. May I speak with Chastain Parent? May I speak with Chastain Parent, please?
They're not here.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I need to speak to a parent. Let her know your ass is not in class. Y'all thought I'd be playing when I said I'm gonna call it. You better get your ass to class. I'm talking about right now. Not right now, right now. And you better find your damn cousin and let her know to wash her hands and get her ass to class too.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you in a second. Bye. See, this is what I gotta go through to find my fucking students. Ain't that what I'm talking about? I gotta go through all that to find trying my students. Like, they think I won't. They think I won't. They be trying me. Let me get to this other student real quick, see what she is. I call that speak to you. Mama, I don't care. Yep. Okay. Hello? Hey, may I speak to Evelyn's mother, please? Yes, I need to speak with Evelyn's mother and let her know what's your excuse? What's your excuse? Well, we've been on 15 minutes and you late. We on right now. If you don't get on right now, I'm gonna need to speak to your parent. All right, see you in a second. Bye. Chastain, I'm glad you found your way here. Evelyn will be pulling in just a second because I have to go through all of this. Why do I have to go through all of this? Y'all are hot ass mix. All right, guys, we're about to get ready to start this story time. So if you guys are ready, you can put your thumbs up. All the new people that just showed up, that's supposed to be in here. Give them thumbs. Yeah, sweetie, I almost called your mom too. Your cousin saved your ass, boo-boo, because I was about to call your mom too. I had already called your phone. You just didn't answer because you didn't want me to talk to your mama. But I was going to get your ass regardless. All right, guys. So our first story of the night has China, Evelyn, and Chastain. China, Evelyn, and Chastain. Are you ladies in the building? Chastain is here because I had to hunt her down. Evelyn is on her way here. China, where's China? Is China in here? She better be in here. I'm going to call her parent. Let her know she out here dropping them draws for all these balls. I'm telling you. China. She was in here earlier. She couldn't claim we about to have a problem. Yeah. You called. Yeah, you look. Evelyn's here. Okay, Evelyn, you made it. Okay. Okay. China's missing. I'm gonna call her parent. Let her know she out here sucking dick. That's what she need me to do. She leave with no choice if she don't say nothing. All right, guys. So, like I said, our first story has China, Evelyn, and Chastain. Ladies, I hope you like your story. Like to hear it. Here it goes. Now, Evelyn and Chastain were dating, had been dating for a while, been together for a long time. And, they had gotten married and later decided that they wanted kids. Apparently, in vitro and stuff like that wasn't like working for them. So they figured the next best option would be to adopt. So they go to adoption agency and they check out this child named Chastain. Now they watch Chastain and they hang out with her for a little while and go through the normal things to see if Chastain is a good fit for their family. Well, Chastain seems so bubbly and interesting and stuff, and it was like, okay, we want that baby right now. So they tell them that they want to get Chastain. Of course, there was a long process with doing this adoption shit, so they had to go through a long process, parenting classes, all this little stuff to qualify to even get Chastain. And then they finally, after a couple of years, they finally qualified, and they are officially parents of Chastain. So Evelyn and China was super excited. They couldn't believe it took so long, but they finally got the child that they wanted. Now, Chastain at this time is like 7 years old. So it's like she's not too grown the way you can't still mold her into a great child. You know what I'm saying? And all the shit, this trauma and whatever she went through in the past, she should be okay. We're going to be able to fix this. So that was China's Evelyn, plan to love her and give her everything. And, of course, cool. So the day comes, they bring Chastain to the house. Chastain gets to the house and, Evelyn and China standing out front with a banner. And they're like, welcome, Chastain. They expect this happy, bubbly little girl to jump out the car, but she just gets out the car and sad as shit. So Evelyn and China throw it off like, what's wrong with her? You know what I'm saying? Social worker was like, she just hasn't been talking lately. Really? Like, and then they go to Chastain and they're like, Chastain, you okay? And she kind of like side-eyed the social worker and she's like, I'm fine. Just from the look, Evelyn and China could tell something wasn't right. But they couldn't say nothing around the social worker because obviously the side eye was from the social worker having done something. They guessed, you know what I'm saying? So social worker comes in, she walks in with Chastain, and she goes with Chastain to her room. She look at the room. She's like, "Oh, you got this for yourself." And Chastain's just real quiet, like, okay. So the social worker finally leaves, and China and Chastain and Evelyn can finally do what they need to do, get her settled in and everything. So they're getting her settled in. They sit down, eat dinner. That night, Chastain goes to get in the tub. China goes to bathe her. So China's in in the bathroom with her bathing. Chastain's playing with toys and stuff in the tub, bubbles and all that shit in the tub. So she's bathing her, and while Chastain is just like playing with her toys, she freezes. She just stops. She just freezes. And China sees her. She's like, "Are you okay, Chastain?" And Chastain turns her head like really, really slow. And she like looks through China. Like she's looking at China, but she's not looking at China. So she looks through China. And China's like, "Are you okay, Chastain?" And all she says is, "It's in here." And she's like, "What's in here?" And Chastain is still looking past China. She's like, "It's in here." She got this scared look on her face, and she's just looking back. She's like, "It's in here." And China's like, "What's in here?" She's like, "It's behind you. It's in here." So China goes to turn to see what is behind her, and she is hit like hard as shit. Bow! Hit her so hard, her head hit the wall, and she falls down like she's out. When she go down, Chastain screams, "Ah!" Evelyn comes flying up the steps. What? She comes in. When she gets in, Chastain is under the water. She's fighting under the fucking water. So Evelyn runs in like, "Oh my God," and she snatches, Chastain out of the water. Chastain is coughing, coughing up water. She sees China on the floor. She's like, babe. China head is bleeding. So she takes Chastain out of the tub, take her in the room, sit on the bed, tell her to put her clothes on. She runs back in. She gets China off the floor. She brings China to the bed, lay her down. China head keep bleeding. She's not waking up. So Evelyn like, "Fuck it, I gotta take her to the hospital." So they rush China to the hospital. When she gets to the hospital, she's out for a minute. They put her in a room. They said we'll keep her overnight for observation and everything. So she's in the room, and Evelyn and Chastain is there with her. She was out for a while, and then she woke up, and they're like scared her. She's like fighting when she woke up. And Evelyn like, "Calm down, babe. Calm down, calm down." Now Chastain is sitting over in the corner, looking out the window. She still ain't really saying shit. She's still. So she's like, "Calm down, baby. Calm down, calm down." And finally, China calms down, and she's like, what happened? What happened?" And Evelyn tell her, like, "I found you in the bathroom on the floor. Your head was bleeding." She's like, "But you won't believe what, like, Chastain was like trying to drown herself in a tub." And China was like, "What?" She was like, "Chastain was trying to drown herself in the tub." And she was like, "No, I don't think Chastain was doing it to herself. I really don't." So she was like, China looked over, she's like, "Chastain, come here, baby." So Chastain gets up and she walks over there with her head down. And she's like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." And Evelyn was like, "No, there's nothing to be sorry about. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong." And she was like, "It was my fault. It was my fault." And she's like, "No, baby, you didn't do nothing wrong. It's okay. Stop apologizing. You didn't do nothing wrong." And she was like, "Yes, I did. It's me. It follows me. It follows me everywhere I go." Fuck. So China looks at Evelyn, concerned, as she should, like, "The fuck is she talking about?" So Evelyn picks her up, sit her on the bed, and she's like, "Baby, who follows you wherever you go? What's going on?" So she was like, "The shadow man. The shadow man follows me everywhere I go. And nobody believe me. Nobody ever believed me." Now everyone's looking at, China like, "Okay, did we buy a dumb baby?" Like, she's having buyer's remorse. Like, is she fucking crazy? Like, what the hell? So she's like, "No, baby, there's no such thing as a shadow person or a shadow monster. No, it's nothing like that." The Chastain swore down, like, it's the shadow man. He follows me everywhere I go." Evan's like, "Okay, you can go back over there in the corner and sit down." And she walks back over there and sit down. Evan looks at China like, "Babe, I think something is really going on, like, with her." And Evan like, "Yeah, I think we bought a dumb baby." She's like, "No, I'm not talking about that. Like, I really think something like supernatural is going on with her." She was like, "Because when I was hit, I didn't even see where it hit me. Like you would think if I got hit that hard, I would see what hit me. Nothing fell out the roof. The damn ceiling didn't fall on my head. Something hit me. That baby couldn't hit me that goddamn hard. Something hit me. Something is around her. Like something ain't right. Everyone like, you believe in that crazy shit? She talking that crazy shit. The shit ain't real. Like, stop it right now. Like you got hit on the head. You belligerent right now. Get you some rest. It's fine. Just get you some rest. And she like, babe, for real. And everyone's just like, Adam, get you some rest. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. Just get you some rest. And China go back to sleep. And they sleep in the hospital with China. And they discharge China the next day. You know, she got for observation. She was fine. So they let her go the next day. When they get home, of course, Evelyn walks all through the house looking to see if she see anybody. She didn't see nobody. So China comes in the house and Evelyn put China on the couch, you know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't, she just got out of the hospital. So she put her on the couch and she was like, we're going to have a family day. So they was like, okay. Chastain was like, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So they sat in the living room and ate popcorn and watched movies and threw popcorn at each other like a family. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit was really starting to feel like a family. Like she's supposed to be here. Chastain is supposed to be here. Evelyn and China was just looking at her and smiling like we finally got what we want. We finally got what we wanted. So they had a great day. That night it was time for bed. So they decided to sleep together. All three of them got in the same bed. Chastain got in between China and Evelyn like a family. You know what I'm saying? They lay there and watched TV and everything until everybody fell asleep in bed. China wakes up to a gurgling sound. She just hears a gurgling sound. But she goes back to sleep. She don't even worry about it. Chastain wakes up. She hears like the TV flipping. She wakes up. She sits up in the bed. When she sits up in the bed, she sees what looked like a kid sitting on the foot of the bed. Man, no other fucking children here besides me, so what the fuck? The hell? You know what I'm saying? So she climbs out of bed, and this kid got his back turned, sitting on the bed in Indian style, with his back turned to them. So she's like, hey. She crawls out of bed down there to where the kid is. China hears gurgling. This time it's loud. She hears this shit. It's like, oh. So she feels behind her for the remote. And as she's feeling for the remote, she noticed Chastain ain't in between them like she was. So she sits up and she turns over. And when she turns over, she sees Chastain straddling Evelyn with a whole fucking kitchen knife plunged in Evelyn's chest. And Evelyn's just head turned to the side, like looking over towards, China, gurgling, like she was trying to call her or something, but blood is in her mouth or something. She's just like gurgling. And China sees this shit and she just screams out like, Evelyn, baby, Evelyn. And Chastain sees her and Chastain jumps off Evelyn and she charges for China. China jumps out the bed, she runs. They running all through this motherfucking house trying to get away from each other. She's trying to get away from her. And she's running behind her, but as she's running behind her, she's screaming in this deep ass voice, I need your soul. I need your soul. Give me your soul. I need your soul. That's the only thing she's saying while she's running behind China, throwing shit down, throwing shit behind her, trying to slow Chastain down, but Chastain, this shit is not working. She's jumping these fucking hurdles like she Jackie Jordan Kersey or some goddamn body. She's flying behind goddamn China head. China gets to the hallway stairs where she can run. As she get ready to run down those stairs, she feels a push. Her ass goes flying down these long ass flights of stairs. When she gets to the bottom, she hits her head again. Bow! Now everything is looking dizzy. She's trying to focus and everything is looking dizzy. She just landed at the bottom of the stairs. Her leg hurts. She can't really move. She's dizzy as fuck. So she's looking up at the top of the stairs, trying to focus, and she can see Chastain coming down the stairs. Slow as shit. With a knife in her hand, hitting every rail, every little bar on the rail as she come down. Boom, 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 boom. Now she's coming down these stairs real slow. China's laying on her back, looking up at her. She see a huge, dark, like shadow form, but like it's attached to the back of Chastain. This shit is huge. You would think, looking at this big ass shadow behind Chastain would have to be 27 and a half feet tall for this shadow to reflect this goddamn being behind her. That shit even scared the fuck out of China. China just like, no, get away, like, no, get away. And as she's coming down the stairs, she's just like, I need your soul. I'm gonna get your soul. She's coming downstairs, and when she gets closer to China, and China can like focus and kind of like see her face, she noticed that Chastain is bleeding from the eyes. Like she's smiling, but it's blood running down her face. It's blood pouring from her ears, but she's still coming down these steps with this goddamn knife. She gets down there where China is, and she straddles China. And she's looking at China. She's like, I need your soul. And China's just like begging, like, please, 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 please. And right as Chastain is about to come down with this knife, she hits Chastain. And Chastain falls backwards with the knife, stabbing her in her leg, like around her shin area. She screams out. China screams out, ah! All of a sudden, the door is kicked in. Booms! The police. They looking at the situation. All they see is Chastain trying to get her fucking balance back so she can come back up to stab her in the chest. So the police see her, they just run and snatch Chastain ass and throw her to the side and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this shit is crazy. What the hell is this baby doing on the night, bitch? Why is you on the floor? Police is confused as shit. Like, what the hell is going on? And she's just crying. She's like, please, go check on my wife. Go check on my wife, please. She in the bed. Go check on my wife. So the police run upstairs. You know what I'm saying? To check on Evelyn and everything. Unfortunately, Evelyn didn't make it. She didn't make it. But China was picked up. They took her to the hospital. Defense came to visit her while in the hospital. They said they was gonna remove Chastain from her custody because she's a threat to China's life because of the shit that she did. She was arrested. This little girl was 7 years old. They arrested this little girl, like, wanted to charge her as a fucking adult at 7 years old, and this little girl had no memory of doing this shit. Like, when they finally like talked to her, she's just like, where's my mom? Where's my mom? Where's my mom? And they're like, what are you talking about? And she's like, where's my mom? And she was talking about China and Evelyn, but you know, the police was like, nah, boo-boo, that's over with. You know what I'm saying? So China never really did find out what went further. She really didn't care to find out what went further with Chastain. You know what I'm saying? So after she gets out the hospital, she called around. She was digging. She speaks to a couple social workers, and she gets the history on Chastain ass. Now, the history on Miss Chastain. Chastain mom and dad were a part of a cult. They had been in this cult for like 10 plus years when she got pregnant with Chastain. After she had Chastain, in a sacrificial ritual, the mom killed the dad because, hold on, make sure I put it right, because they wanted Chastain's body to be the vessel for the second coming. Yes, you heard all of that bullshit right. She was told that if she sacrificed someone that she loves, then her child will be powerful. It will be the second coming. Nothing would ever be able to touch. So her family bought into this bullshit, and her mom killed her dad. And you know, they ended up taking her out of that situation, and she ended up with a pair of foster parents that really like attached to her and really liked her and everything. She was on with this foster family a week before their house caught on fire while the parents were still in the bed. They never made it out of the bed. The house just caught on fire, and Chastain was the only one. Chastain and the fucking dog Roger was the only one to make it out. Both parents were found still in the bed when the firemen got there. They died from like smoke inhalation and then fire. And then she went to, you know, another like adoption agency type foster home shit. And then that's where Evelyn and China coming into play and pick her ass up. Now apparently they say that the parents that they got killed that had her, the foster parents that had her, they got killed. Apparently they was coming to defects trying to get a special therapist to talk to Chastain because Chastain was saying that she had a shadow man following her. She had been saying that and nobody ever fucking believed her. Well, after China finds out all this information, she starts to put two and two together. The parents were in a cult. Ain't no telling what type of cult this was. Could have been a devil worshiping cult. Could have been whatever. But whatever they did, whatever ritual they did, they tied something to Chastain. Like, whatever it is, it's attached to her. It ain't going nowhere. It can possess her. this shit is just attached to her. Like they're trying to figure this shit out later, but it was like no need in her trying to help at this point because defects weren't even giving her no information about Chastain or anything. So due to the situation, she wouldn't get no information, no help from defects. They didn't want to tell her where they sent Chastain, what jail Chastain might have been held, what program. They didn't want to give her no information. They told her it was best for her to just leave Chastain alone. So she did. She always thought though the family was a part of like a cult of Satan, a Satanistic like cult. And she feel like she said because what she seen that night, there was no angel, that wasn't Jesus, it wasn't Paul, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. It wasn't none of them. It wasn't none of them. She said it wasn't none of them. This shit felt demonic and evil. And it was big as fuck. So she feels in her head that Chastain's mom and dad was a part of a satanic cult. And, whatever rituals and stuff that they did with these people attached to Chastain. So she don't know what happened to Chastain. She don't know, what I'm saying, if they changed Chastain's name or nothing. Defects wouldn't give her no information about it. Matter of fact, when she asked another defects worker about it, her case was sealed. Like an average defects worker couldn't even look at the fucking case file. Like it had to be a top supervisor that can get in that file and tell you what's going on. Other than that, if you was like a little rinky-dink ass caseworker, you had no authority in that shit. So they couldn't give her no information. So she has no idea where Chastain is, who Chastain turned out to be, what she looked like now. So y'all already know my warnings that be at the end. But that was you guys' first story. This is your brief intermission where you can go to the bathroom, get yourself a drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, go over and tip your auntie, and meet you back here in 3 minutes for the last story of the night. Unfortunately, I only have enough people for 2 do the tips. I only have enough people for 2 stories. So y'all get 2 stories tonight. And yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Takashi. She's about dying now. I'm somewhere just cutting up people in the crazy house. Oh my goodness, Chastain, you're a whole mess. I don't know where you at, girl. I don't know where you at, what you doing. I'm not in the mood for adopting any children no time soon. That's for sure. I think I'm gonna wait for that one to like age out the system. Don't forget to go up and tip your auntie. Because the way we looking now, there will be no story time tomorrow. Thank you, Chastain. All right, guys, it's time to start the last story of the night. If you guys are back and you are ready, go ahead and give me those thumbs. Give me those thumbs. Give me those thumbs. Thank you, Evelyn. So Nino is currently going through some issues right now, and yeah, he's going through some really like troubling issues right now. But he said when he feel better, he'll be back. I let him know, what I'm saying. I check on him all the time, and he's dealing with something that's fucking with his mind. But he said he'll be back on, when he feel better. So I told him we're not rushing, we just giving him his time, you know what I'm saying, to deal with what's going on. So, yeah. He ain't forgot about us. He just dealing. Got a lot going on. Come on, guys. Give it those thumbs. Give it those thumbs. Let me know you guys are ready. I will definitely let him know that y'all love him and miss him. But I take place your whole list. Alrighty, guys, we're about to start the last story of the night. The last story of the night has Step, Reese, and Miss D. Step, Reese, and Miss D. Are you ladies in the building? Step, Reese, and Miss D. Miss D is in the building. Step, Reese. Reese, Step. I got them. I got all three. We got perfect attendance for the last story. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for perfect attendance. Yes. All right, guys. So, like I said, Miss D isn't in the hallway class today. Nah, Miss D here today. She ain't want to get in trouble. Miss D here today. All right, guys. So the last story of the night, like I said, has Step, Reese, and Miss D. I hope you ladies like the story. Like to hear. Here goes. So Step, Reese, and Miss D have a cousin that was getting married in St. Louis. So they went down there and everything for the wedding, and they had the wedding, everything was good. And that night they had like a little reception, and everybody just sitting around, eating good, drinking good. Well, Step, Reese, and Miss D was sitting with a couple of their boy cousins, off in the back, away from the older people smoking their blunts and stuff, so they won't bother nobody. So they sitting back there, having their little smoke or whatever, and everybody's talking. And while they're talking, Step, Reese, and Miss D over here, one of their boy cousins say, "Oh, hell nah, I'd never go back to Zombie Road. Like, you crazy as hell, I'd never go back to Zombie Road." So they come over, they're like, "Did I just hear you say fucking zombie? Like, what are you talking about?" And he was like, "Yeah, Zombie Road. It's a place called Zombie Road. We call it Zombie Road." He like called Lawler Ford Road, but we call it Zombie Road. And they were like, "What the fuck? Like, that's stupid. Why would y'all call that shit Zombie Road?" And he was like, "Man, there's so much crazy shit happening out there. There's ghosts out there and everything." They be like, "Hell no. Hell no." Every time people get talking about ghosts, it be bullshit. You know how many of them shows come on TV that be bullshit? Because it happened to me. This ain't bullshit. This is real. It happened to me. No, Reese like, "Nah, that's bullshit. What happened to you?" He like, "For real, it did happen to me. It happened to me and my girl. Like, I promise you. I promise you it happened to me." Stuff like, "I don't believe that shit, man. Ghost for real." He like, "You don't believe me?" They like, "Hell no." Nah. He like, "You don't believe me?" "No." He like, "I can prove it." "Oh, we proving this shit now." He like, "Hell yeah, I can prove it." He said, "I can take y'all out there, and if don't nothing happen to you, if don't nothing supernatural, paranormal type shit happen to you, I'll give you $100. I don't know, like, you'll give us $100 a piece. If don't nothing happen to all three of us, you'll give us $100 a piece." He like, "I give all y'all $100 a piece if don't nobody experience shit while we out here." Bet. Let's do it. Now y'all gotta take into consideration. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock, okay? They jump in the car like, "Fuck it, let's do it." So they get in the car and they driving. They driving to the place. Now as they driving, Step leans up front and she like, "So what's the story on this place you're taking it?" And he tell her that He told her that it was called Lawler Ford Road. He said, but everybody called it Zombie Road. He said, back in the day, this road was infamous for bodies and spirits. He like from indigenous spirits all the way down to train victims from a big train crash that happened here. He said, but that's not the reason we call it Zombie Road. He said we call it Zombie Road because it's named after a murderer who used to kill in that area, like, around that area. And they like, what the fuck? Like, for real? Hell, for real. He like, and what's gonna really get you is Zombie Road ain't even a road no more. He like, the shit that went down there was so bad that they knocked down all the buildings, all the houses and shit in that area and just turned it into woods, let the trees grow and all that shit. So now it's like a trail. He like, drive a little way, but then that road pretty much goes into the woods and it's a trail. We got to walk, you know what I'm saying? So they pull up, it's dark, crickets, trees, all this shit, they looking around. Cause like, y'all scared? Still like, hell no, I ain't scared. He like, well, come on then. They get out the car, Reese whisper to Miss D, I'm a little scared. What the fuck she talking about? I'm a little scared. Miss D like, come on, man, we good. As long as we together, we good. If the spirit show up, we can jump that motherfucker, whoop his ass. Reese like, okay. So Miss D get on out the car, still get out the other side of the cousin like, come on. So they started walking through the woods. He like, yeah, man. Indian souls out here, spirits of Indians and everything. And he's telling them more about, what I'm saying, the history of the area. And as they walk, when he gets to the end of the story, it was like, Miss D was like, what the fuck? So they look, and it's a cabin, small ass cabin, right in front of them. Reese like, I thought you said they knocked down all the buildings and shit that was over here. They cousin stuck. He's staring at that shit, big eyed as hell. He like, bro, that ain't supposed to be here. Reese like, it's here. What the fuck are you talking about? You lied. So your story ain't true because you lied. You said they knocked down all the buildings and houses around here, but that's clearly a fucking house standing right there. So you lied, and he's still in shock. Like, his mouth is still open. He like, bro, that's not supposed to be here. And suddenly, lights come on in the cabin. So they all like, oh, what the fuck? And it ain't a big cabin. It's like a little small fucking cabin. Like, picture a little house on the prairie. Small fucking cabin. You know what I'm saying? So they see the lights come on that motherfucker. And Miss D like, I think we should go, man. We should go. And he's still stuck. Reese like, cuz, what the fuck? And he is still saying the same thing. Like, that's not supposed to be here. So Reese like, what the fuck you mean it's not supposed to be here? Stuff like, can you elaborate, bro? He like, I walk through these woods in the daytime. There's no fucking cabin out here. That's not supposed to be here. The fuck? He like started to walk towards the house, and then D grabbed him like, what the fuck is you doing? You trying to get shot? We not supposed to be here. It ain't supposed to be here. Remember, why the fuck would you walk up? He like, I gotta see. I just want to look inside. Are you serious? He like, yes, that shit is not supposed to be here. I want to look inside. I want to see what's in there. So they all creep up on the fucking cabin, quiet as they can. They get by the window and they peek in the window and they see a family in periods clothing, like Little House on the fucking Prairie type clothes. You know what I'm talking about? Butterfly collars, ankle length skirts type shit. You know what I'm saying? And they see a mom, you see a son, you see a dad. Now the mom is like stirring food on a pot. The son is sitting at the table playing with something. And the dad is like in a little rocking chair with a little smoking pipe in his mouth. And they see him. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why they got on them clothes? Them old-timey clothes. Like, it made no sense to them. So you can hear the mom say, come on, it's time to eat. And she calls out, hey, it's dinner time. So she brings the food over to the table. The boy moves his toys or whatever's on the table off the table. The dad comes over and he sits down at the head of the table. And as they're sitting there waiting, get ready to eat, they're sitting there waiting. An older boy runs out of the back room with an axe in his fucking hand. He runs right up behind the dad. Bow, plant the axe right in Pop's head. He snatches it from there, slice right across the mom. They are seeing this shit happen. Everybody's just like, and the little boy, he bags up, he's begging, like, please don't do this, please. Like, whatever his brother's name is, we gonna call him John. He's like, please, John, please don't do this, John, please. And the brother is about to come down on this little boy, And Step screams like, no! And it's like, he still plants this shit right in his little boy's head, but he looks over at the window now. When he looks at the window, all them like, oh shit, Miss D like, run, run. The cousin like, run, run. So they all just take off running from the fucking window. As they run from the window, they hear the cabin door open. They hear that shit slam closed. Boom. The cousin didn't even look back. He's just like, hey, coming. They all running down this fucking, all through the woods on this little trail and shit. And as they running, Reese looks back to see how close this dude might be. And she looks back, it's like, stop! So everybody stop, like, what the fuck going on? She like, look. And they look back, and the cabin's not there. There's no cabin there. Everybody like, what the fuck? They all walk back over to where she is, like, bruh, we didn't run that far. Like, where's the cabin? She like, I don't know. Like, the cabin's not there. Suddenly you hear, and Step feels hot on her left arm, and then you hear bing, like something hit a fucking rock in the ground. Bing! They hear that shit, and then all of a sudden they hear like a bunch of people is running towards them. They don't see no fucking body, but they can hear all these feet running from different directions towards them. So the cousin is back to the same old bullshit. Run! They all take off running fast as they can. Everybody adrenaline pumping. They running right behind him. He is running his way out these fucking woods. They running. He get down up to the bottom. He like, get in the car, get in the car. As he's getting ready to get in the car, he get yoked. Like somebody put his ass in a chokehold. He just like, you can see his neck get tight. He started flailing, grabbing and shit. And they like, Cuz, what's going on? And he flailing and grabbing at his fucking neck. His eyes is big. You can see a vein popping his fucking forehead. Like he couldn't breathe. He just fighting at his fucking neck. And then suddenly his ass dropped. Boom. He jumps up and he jumped in the car, pulls the fuck out. They haul ass out of there. As they get down the street, he's like, I ain't never going back. I told y'all I'm never fucking going back to Zombie Road. Everybody in the car trying to catch their breath. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Where did the house go? Everybody just screaming in the car, asking questions. Where the fuck did the house go? While they're all doing this, Step is like, what the fuck? What the hell? And she's like, y'all, I feel dizzy. Like I feel really dizzy. I don't know what's going on. And she passes out. Of course, Reese and Miss D look back to cousin. They all look at her and they rush her ass to the hospital. She gets to the hospital and has to have emergency surgery. She had a fucking deep ass gash through her arm. Like this shit was basically like hanging on by a few strings. Like this shit was damn near cut the fuck off. The doctors are like, what the fuck happened to her? You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They don't fucking know. Like she was fine. We don't know. They couldn't understand like what the fuck. She had to have emergency surgery. They could not save the arm. She had to be amputated. That arm had to be amputated off. The doctors come in to talk to her family, Reese and all of them sitting there with the family and everything. Because the family was asking Reese and the cousins, and they're like, what the fuck happened to Step? And they was like, they don't know. They're like, we went to Zombie Road and it's haunted up there. And all the family was like, oh, that's bullshit. Like, what the fuck happened? So everybody in the family was like pissed. They feel like the cousin, Reese, and Miss D is hiding something. Y'all done something to this goddamn girl. What the fuck have y'all done? And everybody's on the same story. Like, we didn't do shit. It was fucking ghosts in the woods chasing us. The doctors comes in. They tell them, we weren't able to save the arm, but she's stable, and she's in stable condition. She's not CU and all that shit. And the parent, her parents was like, what the fuck? Like, what happened to her arm? And the doctor was basically like, it looked like somebody used an axe to try to cut it off. So instantly the family looked back at them like, so y'all try to cut her fucking arm off, and Miss D and Reese are like, we didn't do shit. The cousin like, hell no, we would never do that to her. You sure? And the doctor was like, we sure, like somebody used a fucking axe or a hand throwing axe or a regular axe and they came down. It's rigid. It's like the way the cut was, the size of the cut, how the depth of the cut had to be an axe. Instantly, all of them started to think, did he catch us? Did he catch her? Like, when did this happen? Could he have caught her? Like, so nobody knows what happened, right? Step wakes up. She's able to have visitors and everything. Family come in and talk to her. You know, Reese and Miss D and the cousin come in to talk to her, and you know what I'm saying. They asking her what happened, and she was like, "All I remember, before as my arm, I just remember my arm started hurting when we stopped running from the cabin." She's like, "I heard something hit the ground, and my arm just started like being on fire." You know what I'm saying? She's like, "I don't know what happened." And she told the family the same fucking story that Reese and Miss D and the other cousin told them about the ghost and the cabin, and they saw a man cut up, his whole family up with a fucking axe, and the man with the axe was chasing them, and mm-mm, so y'all gonna say a ghost trying to cut your fucking cousin's arm off? That's what y'all trying to say. A fucking ghost, like if one of y'all did it, just say you fucking did it, and they were like, "We didn't do shit. We didn't do it." Family didn't believe them. Even though Step corroborated their entire fucking story without them even being in the room. Because her parents were the first one to visit her before anybody else was let in. And when they asked her what happened, she gave the exact same fucking story word for word, but the family didn't believe it. They feel like Reese, Miss D, and the cousin did something to Step, and Step too scared to tell them who did it. It's not what happened. Like it's Zombie Road. It just kept saying Zombie Road. It happened at Zombie Road, and of course, everybody in this little town in St. Louis done heard about Zombie Road. They know it's haunted and paranormal, all that shit. So of course, the parents like, "Nobody want to hear that bullshit ass excuse." No, that's not what happened. What happened? What happened that day? Even though it was a joyous occasion because even though the cousin got married, it was supposed to be like a joyous occasion. That shit actually put a whole wedge in the family. Like it wedged a big ass gap into the family. A lot of the family stopped speaking because they felt like they did something to Step. A lot of the family stopped speaking to Step because they felt like Step was trying to cover for them, even though everybody told the same fucking story. A lot of the family stopped fucking with a lot of them. And they family ain't as close as it used to be. They used to do like family reunions and stuff. And I don't want to be around her. She covering for them motherfuckers. And she know they did something to her. And it's a lot of gossip about what happened to her and her fucking arm. My thing is, if she ain't tripping on her cousins about what happened, then they didn't do nothing to her. But the family ain't looking at this shit like that. They like, she's scared. She's scared to say something because she's scared they're gonna try to hurt her again. All kind of fucking gossip is floating around the family about what happened with Step arm and shit. Nobody gives a fuck what Step got to say about it. Even though it was Step fucking arm, nobody gives a fuck what Step got to say about it. They claim Step lost so much blood. She don't remember. She don't know. She don't know no better. And they pinning that shit on Miss D, Reese, and the cousin. Even though a motherfucker won't go to the police, it's enough to be said for you to know you the motherfucker they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to church and some of these family members are there. You know what I'm saying? They just like, I don't want to be around her because she was part of that group that had something to do with Step. It's like, bitch, I didn't do nothing to Step. Even though Step said they ain't do nothing to her, nobody in the family believe that shit. But ever since that shit has happened, none of them have been back to Zombie Road. Ain't tried to go back to Zombie Road. The boy cousin, he told them when he went to Zombie Road with his girlfriend, they were planning on going up there to have them a little booty. And he said as they was going up there, him and his girlfriend kept having cold sensations all over their fucking body. They kept seeing people run from tree to tree when they know one nobody up there but them. You know what I'm saying? He was hit in the back of the head with a fucking stone so big that it put a gash in the back of his head. Like, he didn't want to go back up there, but he wanted to prove to them that shit was real. So he almost lost his life because he got choked the fuck out on the way trying to leave. So a lot of the family don't fuck with each other no more. Step, she talked to them for a while, but eventually all of them grew apart. They just got tired of everybody talking shit about what happened. You know what I'm saying? And blaming them. So a lot of them just stopped, you know what I'm saying, talking. So yeah, the story. So sorry it had to go like that for you, Step and fam, but that's how they wanted it to go. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that was you guys' last story of the night. I hope you guys enjoyed the stories from tonight because I enjoyed giving them to you. tomorrow, I only got enough people. I only got enough people for like one story. The only cash apps that I have is Evelyn and Chastain. Let me be sure. Let me be sure. Yep, just Evelyn and Chastain. So just those two people, plus China, who I think was China. Was it China from earlier? Two people plus I think China. That'll make three. That was Carolyn. So Carolyn, that's three people. So I'm not even gonna waste y'all time tomorrow doing story time for one story. It's Friday. I'll just go ahead and yeah, it was Carolyn. So it's just Carolyn, Evelyn, and Chastain. And no, Chastain, I'm not gonna waste anybody's time telling that one story tomorrow. I'll wait till I get more tips to try to make it two or three. But no, I'm not gonna waste anybody's time for a 30-minute story for one 30-minute story tomorrow. And then when I do tell you one 30-minute story, yo, punk ass come all out the blue like, Auntie, give us another one. Tell us something about you. No, no. I only have enough for one part, one story. So I'm not gonna do story time tomorrow, you guys. But I hope you guys enjoy the weekend. Have y'all a great time this weekend. Get you some much needed rest if that's the case. Turn up, turn out if it's your birthday or coming close to your birthday. Yeah. Tomorrow is payday for a lot of people. I understand that, Evelyn, but you've already seen how it goes for me on those days. I show up on the Friday for that one story. I don't get no tips. I don't have nobody to do for the next week of stories, and I have to hunt. So I don't want to take it through that. I don't want to take it through that. So yeah, I'm gonna give y'all time tomorrow. Y'all get an early weekend with me. So y'all enjoy y'all time tomorrow. Y'all know my motto: stay safe, social distance. Don't slap the sleeves off a bitch unless she earns it. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Mwah. Good night.